To start with, we need to know what a sentence is. A complete sentence contains at least one verb and one subject. What's a verb? Well, to simplify some things, verbs are usually actions, and nouns are usually subjects. Now it's your turn. Is it a sentence? A dog? A dog is sleeping. I like dogs. A dog isn't a sentence. You've got only a subject, a dog. There is no verb. And as you remember, a sentence needs a subject and a verb. A dog is sleeping, so this one is a sentence. You've got a dog, subject, and sleeping verb. I like dogs. This one is also a sentence. You've got a subject, I, and a verb, like. What is an independent clause? An independent clause is a sentence or a clause that contains both a subject and a verb, so it makes grammatical sense on its own or expresses a complete thought. In other words, an independent clause is a simple sentence, but it's got a meaning on its own. It is not dependent on another sentence. So, some simple examples of independent clauses. I was tired in the morning. She looks beautiful. Now it's your turn. Are these independent or dependent clauses? As you already know, an independent clause can express a meaning on its own. It's a complete thought. I went to the shop in the afternoon. Although I hate shopping, it is important to be nice to others. If she likes it, he bought some water. I went to the shop in the morning. This one is an independent clause. You can have the whole meaning in one sentence. Although I hate shopping, this one is not an independent clause because something is missing. It's not a complete sentence. It is important to be nice to others. This one expresses the whole thought. This one is an independent clause. If she likes it, this one is incomplete. It's not an independent clause. He bought some water. This one, again, is an independent sentence. You have the whole meaning in one sentence. It expresses the whole thought. What is a coordinate conjunction? Coordinating conjunctions are words that join words, phrases, or clauses together. They are like glue that can stick something and connect, and it can join something, usually two simple sentences. For example, he needed some water, so that's one simple sentence. Independent. He went to the shop. So that's another simple sentence, also independent. Now we want to combine these words. We want to join them. So here we need a coordinate conjunction. He needed some water, so he went to the shop. What are those coordinating conjunctions? You need to remember them if you want to know where to put a comma in your writing. Try to remember them. Try to remember the acronym FANBOYS, because F stands for, A, and, N, not, B, but, O, or, Y, yet, as, so. There are generally two main rules when it comes to punctuation and coordinating conjunctions. Rule 1, use a comma when the coordinating conjunctions join independent clauses. Now it's your turn. You have to decide where to put a comma. I haven't seen her today, so I need to call her urgently. I haven't seen her today. You've got the subject and a verb. It's an independent clause. Got a whole meaning here. I need to call her urgently. This one is also an independent clause. So you join these two sentences with a connector. So So we need a comma. I want to call her, tell her how much I like her. I want to call her is an independent clause. We've got subject I and the verb call. But tell her how much I like her. There's a subject missing. So you don't need a comma here. It's not an independent clause. You don't have the subject. I love the book, but not the author. I love the book is an independent clause. You've got subject and verb. I love, not the author. The verb is missing and the subject. So if we connect it with but doesn't join two independent clauses here. There's only one independent clause. So comma is not needed here. I love the book, but I hate the author. I love the book. You've got again the same sentence. It's an independent clause with a subject and a verb. I hate the author. This one stands as one sentence with one meaning. It conveys the whole thought. You've got a subject and a verb. Subject, I hate, is a verb. So we put a comma here. The second rule of using a comma and those coordinating conjunctions, usually and, is in series or lists when you are listing a number of items, things, actions. For example, here, reading books is important because it enriches your vocabulary, exercises your brain, and increases your creativity. As you can see, we've got a comma just when there comes and at the end of the sentence, when we are listing the benefits of reading books.